should be going. All right, here we go. We are here.
Hello. Still connecting.
This looks okay now. So we're having some technical difficulties with our internet. It appears to be working, but the chat isn't, so we're just gonna start going and see if it's working. And if you want to interact with us and you're new here, you type in the chat box and one of us will respond to you.
And how do people find the chat box?
On the bottom right hand corner of the page, if you click the little orange bar, it'll open up.
It says OneShul chat room.
Yes. And you don't have to log in or register. You just click it and you can type as a guest or you can set up an account.
And there may be a little bit of issues with the stream being steady. Hopefully it keeps working well.
Talia's is working, which is interesting since we're sitting in the same room. All right. Bowie,
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 Bowie, Kala, Shabbat,
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 Shabbat, Shabbat Kamalka.
That one's not in the store, so you can't follow along yet. We'll try and keep you abreast of what page we're on. Our numbers are a little different between the digital and the print version. We'll try to make sure we're giving you the right number. I'm on page 2 of the print version, which might be one off on the digital version. Tree of life, you are seared stump and seed. Weaver and stoneworker, you spin the thread of life and carve the channel through to death. Womb of ice and sun, you scatter snow and melt the fish ponds. Gate and boundary, you are the door to the stars and a wall between atoms. You are the dance floor and the eulogy. From umbilical cord you weave. You are the skin we wrap around our hollows, and you are the marrows of our bones. You are the infused oil of memory, and the blood that forgets again, again, again. You flow through us when we bathe the child and dip the bride and wash the dead. In all the worlds we say your name.
And as we enter Shabbat, this day of rest, this holy day, those of us in North America are living on land that had people here before we came to North America as settlers, whether that was in the past 5 years, 50 years, or even 300 years. And we take this opportunity to honor the indigenous peoples across Turtle Island and offer healing for the damage done to the land and to the peoples who were here before us.
That's where we're at.
And this is a poem about bringing in Shabbat when Shabbat isn't necessarily a time that one is comfortable with, or when there aren't communities where one is accepted. Frantically rushing through the week, daily struggling to survive, the world cares nothing for our lives. I survive and make it to Friday. The afternoon fading, I go to community, entering Jewish spaces, seeking connection to others like me, to those who support, to the divine rest to nourish the soul. The spaces are often not healthy, marginalized among the marginalized, oppressed person oppressed by oppressed people, that welcoming of Shabbat pushing me away. turning away, unable to celebrate. My steps leading me away, passing doors to synagogues, open yet closed to me. As I walk away, I am joined by others like me. Some walk next to me, others use wheelchairs, mobility not restricted but freed, escaping the expectations of what is normal. Other queer folk, trans folk, shunned by their home communities, now without a home, seeking new homes, joining together in creating home. Together we unite as we light the candles, welcoming in Shabbat with new light, able to rest for a day, putting aside our stress, supporting one another. We may not be in the same physical space, yet we are together in spirit, gathering online via phone calls, defying the orthodoxy that restricts us. We are angels, messengers, renewing the message of Shabbat, messengers of peace. We come together in peace. Blessing each other in peace, the Shabbat bride is welcomed, welcoming in Shabbat, Shabbat souls singing together. Celebrating our diversity, we strengthen each other, blessing our wine, our grape juice, a hull of a meal for our minds, bodies, and souls. As the celebration ends, we go in peace, angels of peace renewed by Shabbat, resting, celebrating holy rest, leaving behind the mundane for 26 hours.
On page 6. Welcoming the elements. From the 4 ethereal elements, all the hidden worlds were created. And these are the 4 letters of the divine name. Hayim Vital Sha'arei Kedusha. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, Asiya, water, Yetzirah, air, Bria, fire, Atzilut. Nurture your body, heal your heart, experience your breath, and open to spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, Asiya, water, Yetzirah, air, Bria, fire, Atzilut. Nurture your body, heal your heart, experience your breath, and open to spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, Asiya, water, Yetzirah, air, Bria, fire, Atzilut. Nurture your body, heal your heart, experience your breath, and open to spirit.
On page 7. Goddess is. The earth is happy. Each little island is joyful. Clouds and mist surround her. Righteousness and justice stand as her sentinels. Fire walks before her, consumes all obstacles. Her lightning lights the earth. The earth watches and trembles. Mountains smelt like candle wax before the one who supports the world. The skies call out about her. All that lives perceives her presence. Zion hears and is happy. The daughters of Judah dance with joy because of all this rightness. For you, Goddess, are transcendence, clothed in a real. How much loftier and deeper you are than our ideas about you. Your beloveds turn away from the cruelty. The guardian of faithful souls saves them from evil doing. Light is sown for the righteous, joy for the open-hearted. O you who seek righteousness, rejoice in Goddess. Be thankful you have known this holiness. Nine. Oh, okay.
Page 10.
10 in the digital version. Now we know digital is one ahead of the paper.
Te home, el te home, core, te home, el te home, core.
Nafshi ta'arugalai, nafshi ta'arugalai, nafshi ta'arugalai. That was wrong. It's here. Maybe we should start over. It's here to here, and then here to here, right?
Yes.
You
It
bear
goes
with
in a
us
weird
for a
order.
minute.
It goes the Hebrew line, the English
Then
line,
yes.
Hebrew line, the English line.
All right, scratch that. This is what happens when we do this live.
Te home, el te home, core, te home, el te home, core.
From the
deep
I call to you. From the deep I call to you. From the deep I call
Shekhinah precedes the universe by myriad years, and as many years afterward. The glory of the universe is above and below, deep and profound. It is in the east and west, north and south. It is in all and it is all. Rise up and give thanksgiving in the heart. What do you want to lead, Barton? It's this one.
Give blessing to the pool of blessing. Give blessing to the pool of blessing. Give blessing to the pool of blessing. From now until the end of time. From now until the end of time, from now until the end of time.
12? Is that Ma'ari? And is I still can't connect to the chat box. Is everything working on your computer?
It seems to be, yeah. Although I didn't stream the video.
Well, you don't want to.
No, I don't.
Bad things happen.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Page 12 in the digital version.
Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim. You open up the gates of time, Ma'ariva, Aravim. You flow each moment so sublime, Ma'ariva, Aravim. Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim. Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim. You cycle forth the seasons, Ma'ariva, Aravim. You give life reason, Ma'ariva, Aravim. Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim. Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim. You who give the dark and spell the light, Ma'ariva, Aravim. You who shine the day and soft the night, Ma'ariva, Aravim. Ma'ariva, Aravim, Ma'ariva, Aravim.
And 13. Is it 13?
Holy, holy.
Yeah.
Holy, 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 holy is the silence and holy is the sound. Holy is each one of us and holy is the ground. Holy, 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 holy is the silence and holy is the sound. Holy is each one of us and holy is the ground. Holy, holy, Pressing for love. On probably the next page.
14, I believe.
With worlds of love have you loved your people who wrestle with you. You have taught us wisdom and right action, principles and truths. When we lie down and when we rise up, we meditate on your paths. We play forever with the words of your Torah and mitzvot. They reside in our lives, and our days and nights go by. Let the knowledge of your love dwell with us.
Yeah, our Amida is missing from this version. We usually do a silent Amida. Do you have anything you'd like to walk us into?
It's a sound and a feeling we can all start with. Shh. A sound to quiet, to listen. And just like Shabbat starts and Shalom starts, it all starts with shh.
So I'm going to start with a shh, and we're first going to sound. I'm going to do the Shema with the sounds rather than the whole word, and then we'll go into the traditional Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Page 17. Spring and autumn rain, corn and wine and oil you shall have, if only you will love, becoming itself, and sit with it at home, and walk with it on your journeys, and lie down with it in your dreams, and rise up with it in your hopes, you will eat and be satisfied. And if you will close your heart and turn away from your nephesh wisdom and your communion with the world, and serve gods that are other than becoming, the earth will not yield her fruit, and the skies will shut their doors, and you will be lost from the good land that becoming gives you. Yet if you will love becoming with heart, body, and soul, and weave it into the thoughts of your mind and the works of your hands, and teach it to your children, and tell it in your stories, then your days will be whole and long, as the days of the sky. Oh, way back there. Okay, I got ahead of myself. Maybe we should go to 17.
Spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. Spirit is flowing through you and me. Hashem, guide me, be faithfully beside me. Hashem, guide me and bless how I be. Spirit is
I apologized.
I see.
No.
Sometimes I can see things. It shows that everything is fine. So I'm not a tech person. I'm sorry, it's not working. And we can't even tell that it's not working until you tell us. But we're gonna keep going in the meantime because we're also recording. So if the streaming connection, which maybe you can't hear me, continues, the recording will be up shortly after we're done. I'm gonna go to page 20. Yeah. This poem often it makes me think of Pesach, but lately, maybe for the last year, maybe the last 2 years, it just seems poignant and timely. Between a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire, the sea yawns. Birth canal, labyrinth, blood-painted door. We enter joyful that the future's just ahead. We enter afraid of what pursues us. We enter present with not knowing we have escaped slavery, just barely. Someone bought our freedom. We're not sure who. Ancestors, children, prophets, the all-weaver, the angel of death. To either side, the water is mirrors, is windows, is a view of the deep. Just ahead is darkness, is a light shining, is the sound of singing and the pounding of feet. Once upon a time, an Orthodox rabbi told me that we were changing epochs, ages is probably the word, and we were entering the age of Aquarius, and that the world would be ruled with women, and all these wrongs would be righted. And I hope very much that his story is true.
That's the sound of singing and pounding feet.
That's what this poem makes me think of now, and yeah. And the story makes me think of my dad. He's an Aquarius, who was a hippie, and also the hippies were into the age of Aquarius. And we were at a conference a couple weeks ago, and we did a bunch of workshops on the work of Joanna Macy, and there was a lot of discussing of how to deal with the current situation and how to stay sane, and is there hope? What is hope? What is the hope? And I think that there was a consistent resonating of maybe it's like an addict or any other situation where we have to hit rock bottom before we can get back up. And maybe this is, we're nearing rock bottom, and some of us who do the work are more sensitive to that bottom. And so if it's really hard right now, maybe you're just more sensitive. Maybe we're like the canaries in the coal mine, shouting that we're going to hit the bottom, but if we hit the bottom, there's only up to go. And I've been reminding myself of that thought several times a day lately. So if you're scared of the bottom, know that sometimes we have to hit it to go back up. Maybe we should go to Amidanya.
Okay.
And we'll come back. I like to recommend, if you're in a place where it's accessible and possible and not snowing, to go outside.
Unless you like the snow.
You can also go outside barefoot in the snow, which I would also be very excited about. We don't have any snow yet. But I'm going to go outside. And we will call you back with songs so you don't have to worry about getting lost. So stay close enough to hear us. And we'll be back. And
hopefully the stream is working.
Yes. And envision maybe what's above the bottom. Where are we going? That's up. She who makes peace. She who makes peace. O Shalom. O Shalom. She who makes peace. We who make peace. O Shalom. She who makes peace. We who make peace. Shekhinah, you dwell in place, time, and soul. In the dimension of place, you are the cosmos itself, a home for all that is. In the dimension of time, you are the Sabbath, the new moons, and the sacred occasions, reminding us of the possibility of transformation. In the dimension of the Great Soul, bringing into being the many facets of our consciousness. On this Sabbath, as we stand before you in this place, at this time, with the soul you have given, reveal to us the mysteries of becoming. Go to page 26 in the digital version, and then Kaddish. Wait, where does Misha Barak go? Before or after Kaddish?
Before.
That's what I thought. Okay, let's go there next. When the world is sick. The three mothers. Shalosh imot avir maim esh. Esh lama'ala umaim lamata. Ve'avir ruach chok machira ben taim. Mem domemet shin shorechet. Avir ruach chok machira ben taim. The three mothers are air, water, fire. Fire is above, water below, and air, breath, balances between them. Water hums, fire hisses, and air, breath, balances between them. We don't have a Misha Barak in the Siddur, which we should correct, but we'll do that and then we'll go into a mourner's Kaddish. And this song feels also fitting lately. And then into Amen.
When the world is sick, can no one be well? But I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, can no one be well? But I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, can no one be well? But I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, can no one be well? But I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong. Hana Helna Refanala. Hana Helna. When the world sick. Can no one be well? But I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong.
Who wants to do it? God.
I can do it. Okay. And at this time, we remember those who have gone before us, those who have died, family, loved ones, those close to us. And I invite you to adopt a posture that is comfortable for you as we recite. Yit Gadal V'yit Kadesh Shmei Rabba Be'alma Difra Chirutei V'yamlich Malchutei B'chei Hon Uv'mei Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agla U'lizman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Olmea Almaya Yit Barach V'yit Bach V'yit Pa'ar V'yit Romam V'yit Naseh V'yit Hadar V'yit Halev V'yit Halal Shemei Kiddusha Brichu Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Teshubchata V'nechamata Da'amiran Bi'alma V'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mramav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen.
All right, go ahead. So we'll start on 28, and then we're just gonna do the next three back to back. So we'll start with We Are a Spiral on top of 28.
Or 29 on the electronic version.
Really? Oh, now it's 2 off. That's curious. And then we'll head to, I'm gonna guess 30. For the whole wide world is a very narrow bridge. And then we'll end with Ozi Visamraya, which is not yet in the Siddur, but we'll work on that. You got the beat. Earth we are, and earth we will be. Earth we are, and earth we will be. We are a spiral. We are a spiral. We are a spiral. Coming home. We are a spiral. We are a spiral. We are a spiral. Coming home. Earth we are, and earth we will be. Earth we are, and earth we will be. We are a spiral. We are a spiral. We are a spiral. Coming home. Next page.
Kol haolam kulo gesher tsar meo, gesher tsar meo, gesher tsar meo, Kol haolam kulo Gesher Tsar Meo Gesher Tsar Meo Gesher Tsar Meo V'haikar V'haikar Lo lepachet Lo lepachet V'haikar V'haikar Lo lepachet V'haikar V'haikar Lo lepachet Lo lepachet The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. But the main thing is not to fear, not to fear, not to fear at all. But the main thing is not to fear, not to fear at all. But the main thing is not to fear, not to fear, not to fear at all. But the main thing is not to fear, not to fear at all. But the main thing is not to fear, not to fear, not to fear at all. But the main thing is not to fear, not to fear at all.
Something dramatic's happening back there. All right, we'll close out with Ozi Vizimraya, and we will be back here on November 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern again, and anytime that we have streaming issues, if we have streaming issues, we are still recording and it will be uploaded to watch later. Until then, have a beautiful Shabbat.
Ozi Vizimraya Vayahi Yeshua Ozi Vizimraya Vayahi Yeshua Ozi Vizimraya Vayahi Yeshua Ozi Vizimraya Vayahi
Zimranya Vaya Yeshua.
Oh, Ziv Zimranya Vaya Yeshua. Oh, Ziv Zimranya Vaya Yeshua. Oh, Ziv Zimranya Vaya Yeshua. Oh, Ziv Zimranya Vaya Yeshua. Oh, Ziv Zimranya Vaya Yeshua.
Because David will never let us end on a solemn note. Have a beautiful